Good morning. Today I am here for lesson 57, A Course in Miracles, and today we are reviewing another 5 lessons from the past, and they go as, I am not the victim of the world I see. I have invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at the world. I could see peace instead of this. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. And again, we're still drilling on what we're seeing isn't really real because we're looking at it through our own perception. And truly, even though we can't change the structures in place that we were, I'll call it, born into, because there's a whole lot of structures in this world of capitalism that I can't fucking stand. And it feels like the Matrix, and it gets me going, as if you can't tell here. But that's like a collective creation, and it just was here when I arrived, and it's gotten worse in my opinion. But all of that aside, I know that the book, the lessons, just want us to remember that we have some control here on how we perceive things. And it's like the analogy, or I think it's a meme I've seen, where you see a rain cloud and one person says, "Oh my God, it's raining. My whole day is ruined. Blah, blah, blah. I hate this weather. This is terrible." And then you see another person look up and they just say, "It's raining. I guess I'll stay inside today or get an umbrella." Same exact external circumstance, 2 very different ways to perceive it. One is it is victim mode, like this thing outside me has ruined everything. I don't have any control. This other thing is just neutral acceptance over what's happening outside of themselves. And why get in a hissy fit over something that I can't control, like the weather? I can either flow with it and go play in the rain under an umbrella, or get wet and laugh and have fun and say, who cares? Or I could just choose, hey, I'm going to have a cozy day inside. No biggie. No harm, no foul. If I had outdoor plans, I'll just reschedule. No big deal. And I know that if I choose the latter, to perceive that I'm not a victim, and to perceive that there is a different way to look at the world, and instead of my, initial reaction to things, which is probably going to be negative, I could just stop and say, maybe I can look at this another way. Maybe I just don't understand this. Maybe, just maybe, it isn't worth my fucking while to get so excited about it, because who cares? It's going to pass, just like, this too shall pass. So you got to pick your battles, and you got to choose your focus. And remember at all times, like it says here, I could see peace instead of this. When I see the world as a place of freedom, I realize that it reflects the laws of God instead of the rules I made up for it to obey. And that's always wild to me because freedom is one of my core values, but I do feel like I'm in a prison sometimes. But maybe I need to sit with that and ask myself the deeper question of, am I creating this prison? Yes, there are structures I can't change, but am I creating a prison and more pain and suffering by the way I view situations in my life? So, food for thought. And yeah, I guess it says I'm very holy, which means so are you. All right, have a good day.